Hi guys, welcome to another video. Hope you're all keeping well. Now for this video I'd like to review a Blu-ray that I watched there just last night. Now this movie is on the BFI label and it's directed by Andrew Gaynord, and it was written by Tom Palmer and Tom Staunton, and it stars Tom Staunton, Charlie Clive and Georgina Campbell, and that movie is called All My Friends Hate Me. Okay then guys, as per usual, before I say anything further about the movie and give you my thoughts on the storyline as a whole, I'll just read you the synopsis on the back of this edition just in case you're not familiar with this movie. Now Pete, that's the main protagonist, played by Tom Staunton, is ready to leave behind his youthful indulgences and settle down with his girlfriend, Sonia. Now when his old university friends invite him to celebrate his birthday at a country house weekend, he finds their immature ways haven't changed, but is baffled by their spontaneous invitation to a fellow stranger from the local pub to join them. Now with the atmosphere turning from tense to terrifying to surreal, Pete reaches breaking point. Is he being punished, or is he just part of some sick joke? Now with a cast of rising British talents and directed by Andrew Gaynord, from a razor-sharp script by Tom Staunton and Tom Palmer, All My Friends Hate Me spins a deliciously dark comedy around social paranoia. So there you go guys, that's a synopsis for the 2021 British black comedy horror thriller, All My Friends Hate Me. Okay then guys, on to my thoughts now on the movie as a whole. I enjoyed it, yeah, quite enjoyed it. Now, before I say anything else, this movie, I don't think this movie will be for everybody, because it's set in the one place, it's set in this big manor house deep in the heart of the British countryside, and it's a bit of a slow burner, but when it gets going, guys, it gets going, yeah. Quite an original movie, actually, as well, because it deals with themes of paranoia, fractured friendships, dodgy romances, yeah, and some quite quirky characters in this as well, guys, yeah. There's the back there. Got some quite a few special features on there. I've already watched one, the questions and answers with the the two producers and writers of the movie. Okay, and you get a nice booklet as well. I'll show you inside the booklet later on. Yeah, okay then guys, so on to my thoughts now on All My Friends Hate Me. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised actually, because I went into this like thinking that I wasn't expecting much out of it, like, because I've seen movies like, similar to this before, when you get a load of young people all gathered together in a house or apartment or whatever, and it just ended up turning off. But this was a pleasing exception, and I always love it when when I go into a movie not holding up too much hope, and I come away pleasantly surprised. Yeah, so as I say, Pete's the main protagonist in that. This is the birthday boy, and as I say, his university friends have invited him to this big secluded mansion deep in the heart of the British countryside. What happens at the beginning of the movie, guys, to set the tone for what is to come, because as he's driving to the mansion and that, he hears this poor dog whine and that, really whining his head off and that. So he looks out the window of his car and he sees a poor dog chained up. So he gets up, like, and he walks around and said, "You all right, boy? You all right, boy?" And the next minute he looks over the field and he sees like this parked car. They were all like its windows whitewashed. So he goes over, he goes over to the car and that, and he gets the shock of his life, because there's a homeless man inside, a very, very aggressive homeless man, and he leaps out the car screaming his head up, and he chases poor Pete like back to his car, so he's running as fast as his legs and carry him, and that, gets back to the car. So that sets the tone basically for what's to come in the movie. Then you get another instance as well, as Pete escaped the the angry homeless man, and he's driving along trying to find this secluded mansion. And this gamekeeper, very, very craggy faced gamekeeper, he asks him, he pops his head out the window, he says, "Excuse me, mate," he said, "I'm looking for such and such a man and that. Do you know where it is?" And the gamekeeper is he's a right weirdo. He looks into the car and he says, "Yes." Like something straight out of a Boris Karloff movie, guys. Well, Pete looks at him like, he said, "Well, can you tell me where it is?" "Yes." Oh, really, really creepy character, guys. We're just one of the many quirky characters in this movie. So in the end, like, the gamekeeper, he seems to sort of like regain some sort of some semblance of humanity, because he goes, I fooled you there, didn't I?" Yeah, he's like playing some sort of joke with him and that. Yeah, so then he directs him then to the manor. So Pete's off then to the manor to see his friends and that, for his birthday bash. So he gets to the manor, you know, and he goes in and that, and there's nobody there. It's absolutely devoid of all activity. So Pete's, you know, as you would be, he's absolutely perplexed and baffled. Where are they all and that, you know? But then he hears this disco music playing from one of the rooms, and all of a sudden he pop out and that, you know, with the champagne and that, and then the story progresses from there, yeah. But oh yeah, very quite an unusual movie, guys. It's not, don't go into this thinking like you're going to get loads of blood and gore and killings, because it's not that sort of movie. It's a very, very psychological movie, you know, because you don't know if Pete's like, if his friends are being funny with him, like, you know, they're just they're really being like, you know, malevolently funny with him and that, you know, with some sort of nefarious purpose at the end, or if they're just sort of like winding them up all the time, playing a joke on him, so you don't really know what, you know, why they're behaving very strangely towards him and that, you know, doing all sorts of things on him and that to make him annoyed and that, but you don't know really if they're just you know, he's sort of like joking with him, or like one collective big joke, or just something sinister on the agenda. So this has you guessing, guys, right to the end, yeah. But I really enjoyed it, yeah. And but as I say, it's not a movie for everybody. But what I'm going to do now, guys, we won't say anything any more. I'll just show you the booklets, lovely booklets. There's Pete, that's the main protagonist. You really feel sorry for him in parts and that, you know, when he goes through with these dodgy friends of his, old university friends, yeah. Great acting, great cast, yeah. Very, very multi-layered movie. There's one of his toffee-nosed university friends. Yeah, he's a bit of a slime ball as well. Yeah, in fact, all the characters are quite, you know, they're a bit like the jerks, like to put it bluntly. And even the girls and that, you know, they're not exactly like saints, you know, like saints and that, you know. But yeah, tells you a lot. And that character there, Harry, he's a character who Pete's friends have met up in the pub, and he's just tagged along with them and that, you know, and he seems to be particularly like funny with Pete and that, because he does all sorts of things on him and that, you know, and he bites his head off and that, you know, for the least little thing and that, so he seems to have some sort of agenda towards Pete and that, you know, so I don't really know about him, yeah. He's quite a loathsome character, he is, and that. He likes to be the life and soul of the party, but at the same time, he's obnoxious, really obnoxious, yeah. But yeah, really interesting storyline, guys. I was hooked from start to finish and this and that, you know. I should mention there's one naughty scene there where Pete's having a bath, you know, in one of the rooms, and he comes in and he strips off and he starts, you actually see down below, you actually see, is it, you know what, and that, you know, yeah,
Oh, you naughty boy.
Thank you, Frankie. Yeah, but yeah, oh yeah, some real weird things go on in this, guys. Now, but very, very subtle, not really in your face horror. Very, very subtle. So if you like your horror subtle, you're gonna love this one. And you like a lot of layers to the characters. Yeah, there's the weird craggy face gamesman I was talking about before, who says, "Yes." Yes, oh, he's a real creepy character, guys. He really is. And I had to smile to myself on that, because, like, you know, when Pete arrives at the mansion and that, and he's sitting down with all his ex-university buddies and that, you know, and he senses something wrong, there's something on his mind. So one of them asks him, well, he said, on the way here, he says, I encountered this elderly game, you know, warden, like, and he described to his mates how he behaved and that very strangely, and blow me. Next minute, he walks in, and he is everything in that, you know, and he gives Pete a look to kill. It really has brought a real smile to my face. That he is the right character in. He really is. Yeah. He wouldn't be out of place in a Boris Karloff movie, guys. Yeah, but oh yeah, really brought a smile to my face. That he you know, like you'd feel like yourself, wouldn't you, if you were slacking somebody off and he walked in. You go, oh well, you wouldn't know where to put your bloody face. Yeah. Oh yeah, so many funny and dark scenes in this, guys. It really is. Yeah. But yeah, his friends really give him a hard time and that, you know, they really do. There's one of the girls there. As I say, they're not exactly like paragons of virtue, you know, the way they even wind them up as well and that, you know. But it has you wondering all the time what's going on, you know. And him as well, he's a real chameleon, him. One minute he's all right with Pete, the next minute he's snotty and that, you know. So you get this right through the movie, guys. It's like, it's an exercise in paranoia, you know. And I believe, like, from what I've read, the producer said, like, a lot of people said to him, they've been in positions like this where they've met up with old university friends or old work buddies after so many years, and he's been a bit like distant from and that, you know. So yeah, so it's based on a very, very true to life experiences and that, guys. Yeah, so there they all are, guys. There's all his dodgy friends, real dodgy they are and all. Yeah, I wouldn't like to have a birthday party with that lot. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, really strange behaviour with some of them and that, yeah. And but as the movie goes on, guys, there's the craggy faced sinister gamekeeper again. Yeah, as the movie goes on, guys, it emerges like, because what do, you know, like a little kind of a little mini pantomime for Peace and that in house, and you get like this one of the lads pretends to be Peace and that, you know, and he starts coming out with things and that. There's sort of like a click a bell and, you know, ringing alarm bells in Pete's mind that he's talking about things that happened in his past. Like he takes the dog off, goes woof woof, and then he puts the plastic bag over his head. So these sort of like all these little things so set Pete's memory, thinking back to something very, very dark that he did when he was 15. I won't tell you what he did, guys. It wasn't very nice what he did. So then you start thinking, well, is he gonna? These guys got an agenda? They're gonna punish him. Maybe the girl's brother. You know, is among them and that, you know, and it's out for revenge basically. So you've got all that as well. Oh yeah, very, very finely crafted movie this, guys. And there's a couple of passages here I'd like to read to you. It won't not very long, guys. But I think it's very good the way it's been sort of like set out. Yeah, this is by Johnny Mains. Yeah. Yeah, All My Friends Hate Me is not a horror film in a traditional sense. It does, however, begin like a typical horror movie. The protagonist, Pete, gets an invitation to meet friends he hasn't seen for years. Travels miles away from his home, setting to a location that is at once familiar, like, yes, alien. He has a run-in with somebody and is chased by them in the first 4 minutes of screen time. Then we shift to another familiar trope, the foreboding mansion, very reminiscent of the old dark house in similar movies. And as our protagonist enters it with his bottle of champagne, the rooms are empty. What is he walking into? Yeah, yes, so there you go. Yes, so yeah, while All My Friends Hate Me has no surprise decapitations, no records embedded in faces, the unbearable nerve-twanging tension it manages to create feels so familiar that you could easily double bill it with any other horror film you fancied, yeah, and it wouldn't seem out of place in the slightest. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Yeah, and what's clear when watching the film is that both elements that drive it, comedy and horror, spring from the same dark hole in the ground, and that audiences, more than critics, have always enjoyed these two wildly opposing forces appearing together. Yeah, they say comedy and horror are closely linked, don't they? And I would tend to agree with that. Look at movies like American Werewolf in London, Abbott and Costello, Meet Frankenstein, all dark comedies, you know, with horror, you know, injections of horror as well. And this is certainly one of those movies, guys. It really is, yeah. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one, and would watch it again with the commentary on that, you know. So yeah, really enjoyed it, yeah. Yeah. The narrative setup for British director Andrew Gaynord's sly debut feature film All My Friends Hate Me is remarkably simple. Pete, a young man in his early 30s, travels to a lavish country house in order to celebrate his birthday in a company of wealthy friends with whom he has rather fallen out of touch. Yeah, in the years since graduating, Pete has embraced worthy charity work, and he's on the cusp of proposing to his down-to-earth northern girlfriend Sonia. And has achieved a level of self-perceived maturity that prompts an immediate disconnect from his friend group of upper-crust southern tops. Yeah, but yeah, guys, very, very well crafted movie. Nice cinematography as well, and that, you know, the English countryside and that, you know, and the man house was quite creepy as well, you know. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Yeah. So, but as I say, this movie broaches themes of paranoia, you know, dodgy romances, and the fact that, and like meeting up with old friends after so many years and that, you know, wondering like if they changed, if it's the same and that, you know. But I would highly recommend this if you like these sorts of British horror movies, dark comedies with some you know, horror peppered here and there. You're gonna love All My Friends Hate Me. But yeah, to just get that's the main crux of the movie, guys. You're just wondering, is Pete imagining? Is he overreacting to his friends? You know, sort of like sometimes over the top behaviour. Is he just being a bit paranoid, or is there something really dark going on? So that's what hooks you. That's the main thing. What hooks you? You've got to watch it till the end. It's one of those movies, guys. You've got to watch till the end to find out the truth. And he's fantastic in the role as Peter. Really, you really feel sorry for him at times and that, because he keeps saying he has these what the F moments and that, you know. One of them might do something on him and he'll go, you know, flabbergasted and that, you know, you know what I mean, don't you? And that, you know, anybody plays a joke on you, and you don't really see the funny side of it. You get all that in here, guys, and more besides, yeah. But yeah, I'm very, very pleased with this movie, really am. And I actually got this cheap in HMV on Saturday. It was reduced from it. I think it was it $15.99. It was reduced to think around about £7.99, guys. So if you're going to HMV, you might be lucky and snare yourself a copy of All My Friends Hate Me. Yeah, highly recommend it. I'll look forward to more movies from these two guys, Tom Palmer and Tom Staunton. Really enjoyed it, and that it's really good. Yeah, and but yeah, that this character who they bring along, he's like a kind of a gatecrasher, Harry. A real feral character. He likes to be the life and soul of the party. I'm sure you've all seen him, guys, at some point in time. You get these big mouth, big ones like to be the life and soul of the party, but you know, in truth, they're pretty objectionable, you know, they're pretty obnoxious and that, you know, they like to sort of like be the centre of attention and that. Yeah, you get it time and time again, guys, and through your life, right from school and that, you know, you get one in the class who likes to be the big cheese and that, but in truth, people just look at him for the ridiculous image he is and that. Yeah, but oh yeah, this Harry, you know, he can be real nasty at times and that. Very sweet one moment and then really nasty. Them, you know, they're all a load of karma chameleons, to quote Boy George's songs. Yeah, turning like, you know, and changing colour at every minute, and I can't stand people like that. 1 minute they're all right, next minute they change, and that, ooh no, yeah. But you get that, a lot of that in here, guys. Yeah, there are no straight people in here, guys. They're all jerks. Yeah, but then you wonder about peace, as I say, when they do that little like mini pantomime, like where the guy gets up and he pretends to be him and that. And he starts throwing questions at him, and he brings up the subject. He starts acting like a dog, going woof, 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 and then he puts the plastic bag over his head. You know, and that clicks then in Pete's mind. Oh, are they trying to get a dig in what I'd done when I was 15 with me mates? A very sick joke I played and that. You get all that. I won't go into detail about what happened. But yeah, so you start wondering, is Pete really as you know, inoffensive as he makes out in the movie and that? Has he got some skeleton in his cupboard? Oh, it's great, this guy's. I like these kind of movies, like where it's got you guessing about each character. You get a lot of gaslighting in this as well. If you're familiar with the term gaslighting, you get a lot of that in here. And but oh yeah, you wonder like what's going to happen in this and that, you know. And I believe like when I was researching the movie and that, you know, after I'd watched it, I believe he'd written a couple of different endings for it. Some quite an outlandish one actually, yeah, which I won't go into. Yeah, you know, if you get this edition, you'll see what I mean. Yeah, really, yeah, over the top ending. But I thought the end of what they settled for was okay. Yeah, but it's a kind of movie. Once you've watched it, you know, it's in your mind, and you wonder, like, you discuss it with your friends and that, you know, what do you think their motive was, what do you think, you know, all in all, like, what sort of story were he trying to, what sort of character were he really trying to make Pete, you know, come across as and that, you know, was he a villain, was he a goodie, was he in between? You get all these questions, guys, and more when you watch this movie, and I believe, like, it's very influenced by Funny Games. If you've seen that movie with the two guys, you know, there's been two versions actually, where the two guys are dressed in like white tennis gear, and they go to the new neighbours and that, you know, they think they want a cup of sugar, and they're all right. They've got a golf stick in that, but it goes down a very dark path. Seem nice at first, but it goes down and down. This is one of those movies, guys. Yeah, so we'll definitely be keeping this in my collection, and some great material here, and that could even be expanded on in a sequel. Yeah, but you never know. They could make a sequel of it. Yeah, but I really enjoyed it. I was really pleasantly surprised actually by All My Friends Hate Me. And you're with Pete all the time as he starts to unthread, you know, all what's happening to him. But he constantly seems to be in this kind of, you know, purgatorial state and that, not really getting anywhere, you know, because he's wondering like, well, why did she do that? Why did he do that? And he blows his top when like he's going to marry his girlfriend and that, I think her name's Sonia, and he looks through the window and he sees this prime jerk, Harry, canoodling with her down below, so that sends more alarm bells ringing and that. Oh, it's really good, this guys. It's got a very multi-layered movie. I really liked it, you know. But I must emphasize, guys, it's not for everybody. If you don't like slow burning movies set in a country house, it's the same location they're in all the time. But what do you do in that, you know? Oh God, yeah. You don't know what's coming next. And as you're guessing right through to the end and that, you know. But I really enjoyed it. Yeah. But yes, it's not for everybody. It might be for everybody, because I've read pretty mixed reviews about it. So don't take my word in stone and, you know, go and buy it and say, what was he on about? It was a load of crap. It's all a matter of opinion. I keep stressing this all the time in my videos. It's all down to opinion. One man's meat is another man's poison. I'm not saying get it now. I'm just saying I enjoyed it. Yeah. So yeah. Pete comes across as a kind of tragic character, really, because he's basically lost, he's alone and that, you know, and he just basically wants to make his life better and that, get married to his girl and that, and settle down and that, have a nice life and that, and enjoy his birthday with his friends. Oh, some friends, the way they act in this movie, guys, you start thinking of the bloody enemies and that, yeah, but I'll leave it there. I'll let you watch the movie yourself to find out what happens, yeah. Okay then, guys, on to a rating now for All My Friends Hate Me. I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10, yeah. I really enjoyed it now, but as I say, it's not a movie for everybody. But he's great in the role of Pete. He's fantastic, yeah. He's very realistic as well. And what I like about this movie, it's kind of like, when you read a novel, it's told in the first person, where the narrator is the actual main person. This is kind of like that, because you see everything through Pete's eyes, all the weird tricks they play on him and that, and it's just wondering, like, is he going to really turn on him and lose his temper, because they're pushing him and pushing him and pushing him, and you expect fireworks to explode any minutes, do they? Well, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to leave you to get it and watch it for yourself, yeah. Okay then, guys, that's it. So 9 out of 10 for All My Friends Hate Me, yeah. Okay then, guys, I'm going to wind it up now. Have you seen this one, All My Friends Hate Me? What did you think of it? Did you share my view that it was a very good, enjoyable, dark comedy horror movie? Yeah, leave your comments down below, guys. Let's get a good discussion going about All My Friends Hate Me. But oh yeah, really enjoyed it, guys, yeah. And as I say, like, it's great, as I say, when you go into a movie not expecting much and it really impresses you. This movie certainly did, in bucket loads. Okay then, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Hope you enjoyed the video. Usually, if you like the video, please feel free to share, subscribe, comment, and all going well. I shall be back again very, very soon with another video. Take care. Bye for now.